a Candy Sparkles Craft World retail store. We have craft supplies for our DIYers. We have classes for those wanting to learn how to be a DIY. And we also have custom services. We do t-shirts, we do bling services, we do shoes. We can do anything that you can imagine. This is the Candy Sparkles Craft World classroom and venue. In our classroom, we have craft classes for you DIYers or those that are wanting to be a DIY and enhance your skills. We also have painting classes. We'll have paint and sip nights, bling and sip nights. We're just going to do anything that you can possibly think of in the Candy Sparkles Craft World classroom. Candy Sparkles Craft World Paint Splatter Room has so many options. You can come out for couples night, for school field trips, work groups, just birthday parties. We do it all at Candy Sparkles Paint Splatter Room. It is also a BYOB facility. When you come to the Paint Splatter Room, we have music, glow-in-the-dark, paints. You will leave with your own custom painting and lots of fun.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify, who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States, and work with all my heart, with the confidence of the whole people, to win the confidence of all of you. And for that is what America, I believe, is about. It's about people. And that's what our administration will be all about.
What the?
Yes, sir.
That's so fast.
Once again, it's on, man. Well, welcome everybody to another edition of the Essential AF Podcast Show. I am your host, Jonathan C. Smith. Man, we're going to get right into it, man. We got so much to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to give my people all the time in the world to share their topics, you know, share their thoughts on everything going on, man. So let me go ahead and get right into it, man. Let me introduce my co-host, the homie, Lee, the teacher, Johnson. What's going on, my guy?
Hey. So good to be back.
How you feeling, bro?
Man, I can't wait. I'm in a great mood. You know, I got a lot to say. So let's do what we do.
Yeah, rumor has it. You got a lot to talk about, man. So we're gonna definitely get into it. All right. This lady right here, her and Kamala Harris, they are Facebook friends. I believe that Kamala has also purchased her copy of Memoirs of a Fatty. You can also
heard that too
as well. She is the Millie Jackson of Facebook, hunching up and down your timeline each and every day. Facebook was tripping a few days ago. I think my girl, I think she's free now.
No.
You still ain't free, but you still locked up?
Yeah. I got like an hour. I got like an hour or some shit. Let me see what they tell
got
me.
an hour. All right. Hey, I showed
I can't share the show.
Free Stacy shirts, yeah.
My folks ignorant. Let me tell you, it say 1 hour.
One more hour. Damn.
One.
Y'all give it up. Give it up for the homie. Stacy, Camille, Twan. What's going on though?
Hello.
Hello. How you feeling?
I wasn't that well. I'm great.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. We got so much to talk about, man. So much has transpired over the last few days. We do have a president-elect, our new president of the United States, Joe Biden. It was made official yesterday. He is now the president-elect, along with our first female vice president, our first woman of color vice president, Kamala Harris, as well, man. So we got so much to get into, so much to talk about, man. Y'all know how to get in on the show, man. Shout out to everybody watching this right now on Facebook. Also, we're streaming live on YouTube as well, man. So y'all make sure y'all comment, share your thoughts on everything that's been going on, man, for these past few days. What's up, Kwanzaa, the homie Kwanzaa checking in. What's up, Sheila? Oh, Sheila, what's happening, man? She said, hey, y'all. Yeah, man. I know Sheila was doing a celebration dance yesterday when Joe Biden was named the 46th president of the United States, man. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get right into it as always, man. Yo, guys, make sure you join in on the conversation. You see it right there, man. Share all your thoughts, comments on everything that we're talking about, man. Also, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go to Facebook right now, our Facebook page, Essential AF Podcast Show. Also, you can go to our YouTube page, Essential AF, hashtag Essential AF Podcast. We getting those subscribers up, man. We building them, a day at a time, man. We getting there. We getting where we need to be, man. So we want to thank everybody that's been showing love, man. So go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Essential AF Podcast. Man, let's get into it, man. I don't know where the hell Brandon is, man. I think, he got caught up in a Trump flag rally or something, man. Knowing Brandon, it was probably a Trump rally or something. Drove down his block, man. He had some words with the people. Hell, Brandon might be downtown 201 Poplar right now. We don't know. We may have to go bail him out for real, guys. We just don't know, man. But he may be popping in a moment. We should be having our special guest of the show, man. My homegirl Lee. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she's a young political star in the making, man. She's a activist here in the city, man. Her name is Theron Bond. She's been all on the news, man. Like she's like I compare her to she's like the Angela Rye of Memphis, man. So she's gonna be joining us here in a few moments to give her thoughts on everything going on as well, man. And speaking of the devil, there you go.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? What's up?
Man, was a little about you, man. You good?
Man, I'm good. Running a little late, but I'm here now.
Dig that. We thought you might have gotten a little beef with a Trump supporter or something, man.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's what's up, man. Hey, so with no further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Yesterday, around about, I want to say about 11 something, yesterday morning, we got the official word. Joe Biden did reach the 270 electoral votes necessary to become the new president, the 46th president of the United States of America, defeating Donald Trump. And man, when I say the whole world celebrated, the whole world party, New York, Philly, Atlanta, man, hell, even London, Paris, everybody across the world was getting their two-step on, Lee. Everybody was doing their electric slide. Everybody was just so joyful, so happy that we were finally getting rid of Agent Orange, man. That fool is out of here. Lee, let me throw it right to you, man. What are your thoughts on Joe Biden becoming the new president?
So first, I gotta apologize to Stacey and Brandon because I feel like I'm probably going to be a little bit longer than I usually am with my commentary. But the first thing that I have to say is to conservatives that have been on my timeline, that I've been seeing, talking about and posting videos about posting videos of black conservatives saying, oh, well, y'all think that Biden and Harris are going to be the saviors of black people. And what I have to say to them is, shut your damn mouth. Like, I don't understand why you think that a majority of black Americans feel like Biden and Harris are going to be the savior of black people. A majority of black people have never in the history of these elections, from Obama to now, have ever said that Obama was the savior of black people, have never said that Biden is the savior of black people, have never said that Harris is the savior of black people. Shut your mouth with that noise, because when you say that, it makes it seem like we are completely ignorant and ridiculously stupid. It is so dumb to say that. First and foremost, you have to understand that for the past 4 years, we have felt so marginalized, even more so than we have throughout history. But what black people do, is that we are resilient. And that is what you saw for these past 4 years. You have seen that black people have been resilient. And that is what we are. We are resilient. We still got some work to do, but we finally, for these past 4 years, decided to mobilize, decided to listen to each other, and decided that we ain't going to take none of this bullshit anymore. And that is what you saw in the polls. There will be, in the end, about 146 million people that have voted. 75 million for Biden, 70 million for Trump. And what that means is that this is the largest, as far as I know, the largest amount of people in the United States that have voted, as far as I know, in American history. And that means that people care. So please, you conservatives, stop marginalizing black people, thinking that Biden and Harris are going to save black folks. We fucking know that they are not. We know that they are going to be ones that will listen to us more than the past administration has. But we know that they are not our saviors. We are our own fucking saviors. And we have finally realized that we have the power to do something. Like Jay-Z said, we run the fucking culture. That is what we do, and that is what we are doing now. We are running the fucking culture, and we are changing things. And if you don't want to get with that, then get the fuck on, because that is what we do. We run the culture, we change things, and we are the ones that are going to change we are the ones that are going to fucking change shit in this country. And this is how it starts. I said this to a lot of people yesterday. I texted out to them, I have a son, I have a daughter. And one of the things that was so important about last night, you know what I mean? I am not a very emotional person, but at the same time, seeing Kamala Harris do her speech, I don't remember a lot of the speeches from all of the presidents that's won. I remember Barack Obama's speech from 2008, and I remember Kamala Harris's from last night. And I was dropping tears like crazy, because I feel like I can not only just tell my son that he can do whatever he wants, I can now tell my daughter that she can do whatever she wants. And you don't even, I know a lot of us are parents. I know, Stacey, you're not a parent, but still at the same time, you the auntie. You know what I'm saying? You are auntie. You my son's auntie, you my daughter's auntie. I don't care. You saying that. You the auntie. But to have a black woman come out on stage, not only to Mary J. Blige, and to say that she's the first, but she ain't going to be the last, it felt so good for me. And I texted my daughter last night, and I was telling her that she can do whatever she wants. That is fucking America. And that is what we are right now. Got a lot of fucking work to do. But the possibility is there, and we gonna fucking do that shit.
Okay. All right, Lee. Hey, say it a little bit louder for the people in the back, bro. Okay. Talk your shit then. Brandon? You want to follow that?
I mean, why I gotta go after this? God damn. Oh man. But anyway, congratulations to Biden and congratulations to Harris, man. I mean, it's just the beginning. Like they said with when Obama had first came into office, it's just the beginning. We're not looking for nobody to save us. Like Lee said, the only people that can save us as a black people is ourselves. And until we decide we want to do right for ourselves, nobody we can depend on nobody to help us. The whole thing is that, everybody want to be independent, but at the same time, they want somebody to come and save us. And you got these white people that say, oh, he's not going to save y'all, this and that. At the same time, Trump didn't save nobody but the rich people. You got 75 million people that voted for Biden and 70 million for Trump. That means that there are still some people out there that's actually supporting a clown. So just think about that. It's 75 million people who actually want change and want to see change in the economy and, try to turn things around. But it's actually some people out there that want things to stay the same. So, I mean, I think that's what we really need to be working towards. Not waiting on somebody to try to support us, but, we need to first off try to support ourselves. And I'm glad that we actually have things like, where Memphis eats and, every city needs to start doing that. If everybody start jumping on that train to where we start supporting ourselves and our own businesses and things like that, and not relying on white people, Asian people, Indian gas stations and stuff like that, then that's when you're going to start to see the big change. And then that's when we really going to have a voice because we're going to be controlling the economy. So until we do that, this is only just a start. And now we got a black woman in there. You're gonna add a little bit of that sassiness to it, that attitude to it. So maybe we can probably start to get some stuff done. So, but it's a good thing for America. I think a lot of people across the world are saying that too.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Great points by both of you guys. Stacey, I know you didn't really give two shits either way. This thing went because it wasn't going to affect you personally per se, but even you have to at least acknowledge just the sense of normalcy that yesterday brought about. You know what I'm saying? Even though it may not affect you personally, it just felt like, all right, shit is about to at least get back to, the way it was before. You know what I'm saying? Like, did that register with you yesterday?
No, man, I don't care about no damn politics. I feel the same as I did under Trump, under this nigga. I can't get into that joy with y'all like that. I cannot. I don't care who it was. It could have been Trump. Come on, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with politics like that. I don't care. Now I'm gonna say this. I don't know what Biden got, but that nigga gonna start locking y'all ass up because them Democrats do that shit. Them Democrats locks up black people. But I digress. I got some money up on the Trump. Now I know he ain't y'all's favorite. Ain't none of mine. No, I don't like none of them. Him, them, none of them folks. None of them Caucasoid motherfuckers. I don't fuck with. So I can't get into the joy of that shit. I just can't. I don't care if it's 16 black women up there. That ain't my thing. I don't care about politics. I let y'all rejoice.
I can understand and appreciate where you're coming from, but I think the overall consensus, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we're gonna always disagree. Democrats, Republicans, everybody's gonna have their own opinion, but there has to be just a decorum. There has to be a general respect for each other, and that's been totally lacking these last 4 years. Trump made it. He made it just obvious, you know what I'm saying? Just for people just to come out and just be, who they were behind the scenes. He made it, a situation where they can just come out and feel like they can do what they want to do and say what they want to say because he didn't, because he did. You know what I'm saying? So that was always, behind the scenes or always under the surface, and he brought that out. But it seems like now, yeah, you still gonna have, like yesterday,
hold on.
right down the street from my house. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just me. So Y'all like a sneaky motherfucker? Y'all want that shit here?
It's not so much about that. It's about at least having a common respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? You can not like me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you gotta respect me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect my opinion, you gotta respect my thoughts. And that's what we have to get back to. Just have a conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? In the last 4 years, that's been totally lacking. Like if you weren't supporting him 100%, you know what I'm saying? Like there was nobody there, he wasn't hearing you. He wasn't working for you. At least with Joe Biden, I feel like, okay, yeah, you didn't vote for him. Or, you know what I'm saying? He didn't, he's not your president, but at the end of the day, he's going to try to, do what he can for you, just like he's going to do for anybody else that voted for him. And that's what I'm saying we got to get back to, man.
Well, I think
no president did that.
I think with Stacey, I think one of the things, and please correct me if I'm wrong, if there is any positive from the Trump presidency, is that we were able to see the people that didn't, that like to be with the shit, that like to say that they part of the Proud Boys or they racist and all that stuff. We were able with the Trump, if there's any positive, it's that we were able to see a lot of the sexism, the misogyny, the racism, because he put it out in front. So instead of it being on the sidelines, it was put right out in front. We were able to see it, and we were able to push it out, and we were able to point it out. Point them out. You know what I'm saying?
Point them out. Yeah.
I think that's the important thing about what happened these past 4 years up to now. Does it really change anything? Are people, it's the same thing when Barack Obama got elected president. Was racism over when Barack Obama elected president? Fuck no. Hell no, that shit didn't happen. Is racism over now that Biden and Harris are president and vice president respectively? Hell no. Absolutely not. But we have a better idea.
Exactly.
Who these motherfuckers are.
Exactly. That's a great point, guys. That's a really great point. And also shout out to Jake White. I think it's a new
Jake White. That's my boy right there.
Yeah, shout out to Jake, man. And he's right. Simply the mask came off. And that's generally what I was getting at as far as we know who you are, like Lee was saying now. You know what I'm saying? Trump, we have to credit him in a way because he bought those people out. You know what I'm saying? The people that were laying below the surface, you know what I'm saying? Like they came out in full bloom. So we know who you are now. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Being able to, separate, you know what I'm saying, who's who and finding out, okay, that's where you stand. That's okay, bet. All right, we know what's up now. All right, but now we gotta get to the table, man. We gotta have a conversation and we gotta find ways to work with each other. And that's what it's all about. And that's why I feel like the Biden-Harris ticket, was so important. Joe Biden was the only Democrat I feel like that could have, went head to head with Trump, and you see the results of it, man.
That I don't believe.
You think it could be somebody else also?
I think that either Bernie Sanders or
Bernie was too far left.
And yeah, I understand that. But I think those are the two people. Like, obviously, if Bernie or Elizabeth Warren would have got on the ticket, we're having a different conversation.
Right.
But I believe that they would have been the ones to really kind of move this forward. I'm going to be interested, because yes, they were both elected. I'm going to be interested in seeing the cabinet.
Right. That's
I feel that this is going to be, I hope, one of the most diverse cabinets in American history. And we still have the Senate race in Georgia is going to a recount. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be huge because that could definitely tip the balance and see some type of change.
Absolutely.
For at least the next 4 years.
Absolutely. And Lee, you know what? I think in the next few years, man, maybe next 5 or 10 years, a Democrat that can, be on the national ticket. All right. She's our special guest, man. Like, she is a political young superstar in the making, man. She has been on the front lines for some years now. She is our special guest of the show, my homie, Miss Theron Bond, joined the Essential AF podcast show. What's going on, Theron?
Man, I'm tired. I am experiencing exhausted. When we say can't stop, won't stop, I think they need to have my picture next to it because I don't know what breaks look like.
I know that's real. I know that's real, man. Thank you for joining us, man. And like I said, I know you've been on the front lines for a while now. Just for the people that may not be familiar, man, tell them, as far as your background, and just how you got involved in politics to begin with.
Oh wow. The short version is I've been around it since I was a child. So some of our more seasoned politicians who have been in there for 10, 20, 30 something years, I was seeing and meeting them as a little girl when they were first coming into power or elected office. And so at the time, I had a father who ran office an endless amount of times, and we ain't gonna get into the weeds about that, but it happened, and that was my first introduction. And so because of what I saw at that time, as an adult, I was like, I want no parts of this. I want no parts of being in front of it, next to it, around it, nothing. I'm going to vote and do my civic duty, and we're going to call it a day. But as far as being involved in the day-to-day, I didn't. And then the more I got involved with community work and activism, the opportunity presented itself. I took it. I ran for office last year. It didn't end out. The electorate deserves more than what they currently have, but I don't think they were ready to vote for it, and that's okay. So I've been intentional about plugging into broader areas of politics. That way, not only am I able to help my community, I'm able to help several communities at the same time and have everything trickle down to them that way. So the most recent thing I participated in is being the campaign manager for the Tory Harris for State House District 90 campaign, where we recently beat a 13-term, 26-year incumbent.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And like I said, I know, you were, excited as anybody would be, man, for, what transpired, what happened yesterday, man. When you saw the official call, and Joe Biden reached 270, what were your initial thoughts on everything yesterday?
Well, it's so funny. I can remember exactly what happened in the first 20 minutes of that time. I was cooking breakfast, and a friend of mine who actually worked for the Biden campaign in Wisconsin called me and said, I'm taking you to breakfast to celebrate. I said, okay, well, we're going to go down the street to Sunrise. And I was listening to another call and talking to her at the same time, and they unmuted everybody on the call to tell them the news. And we were just screaming in Sunrise. We didn't care who was around, who was going to be upset. We were hollering because we were excited. And then 5 minutes after that, we were booking flights and Airbnb because we ain't playing and we were going to get there. So it was definitely a monumental occasion. It's been amazing to be able to, in our lifetime, see not only the first black president, but now we've also seen the first black vice president. And regardless of all the small intricate things are that we think about the presidency itself, we cannot ignore the historic value that has presented itself. And so now going forward, Monday at 8:01, we holding people accountable out the gate. Y'all in this office, let's get to work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what it's all about, holding folks accountable. And, it's time for action now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we voted you in the office. Like I said, over 70 million people came out, to vote, pretty much either side, 70 million for Biden, 70 million for Trump. So, people came out in droves, in this country, in record numbers to voice their opinions. And that's just how fragile, the state of the country has been over the last 4 years, man. So now it's time for action, Theron. And what will be the first thing? What's the first step? Lee was talking about when Joe gets his cabinet together. Who would you like to see, be his first appointment to his cabinet?
Ooh, that's tough. I don't know that I have one specific person in mind, but I can say what I'd like to see. I'd like to see some millennials. I'd like to see some Asian and Pacific Islanders. I'd like to see some black folks. I'd like to see some LGBTQ plus folks. I would like to see an extremely diverse cabinet. I would like to see some seasoned folks, and I would like to see some newcomers, because often what we miss in politics is grooming the next generation, the next set of leaders to come into power as people are transitioning away or no longer on this earth. And so I want to see people that are very much plugged in, but I want them to be intentional about when they say representation matters, they mean it, and the cabinet needs to reflect that. We don't just need people from the big states like New York, California, Illinois. We need some Tennessee folks. We need some Alabama folks. We need some Georgia folks. We need to look strategically where people have shown there is an interest and they are moving power around across this country. Those folks need to be a part of cabinet appointments.
No doubt. No doubt. Right now we're being joined by our special guest of the show, my homie, Miss Theron Bond. You saw how I put it in the title, man. I feel like you are a Democratic political motivator, man. And you mentioned millennials, man, and the way they came out, and voted this year. I feel like, the youth has spoken. And I feel like, Theron, you're going to be, one of those leaders in the future, as well, man. What are your, before we let you go, what are your political aspirations in the future, man? What are you striving for in the next 5-10 years or so?
The funny thing about it is, this thing happened with Governor Lee. We had all these jokes about, Theron run for governor, and I was like, ooh, that's cute, but is that realistic, and is that something that I'm willing to commit to 100%? And then I was more intentional about the change that I want to see, where I want to see it, and how I want to see it implemented. And so I made the strong decision to run for party chair of the Tennessee Democratic Party. Those elections don't take place until January, and you serve 2 years at a time. And the way you get to that position is obviously there's an application and filtering process, but ultimately the state executive committee votes for that person. And so that's what I'm working towards right at this very moment, because the Democratic Party as a whole, we have a whole lot of work to do. And we've seen that if we look at simply the amount of people that were invited to be the president and how it dwindled down and who was doing the picking. And that is the problem, that the people doing the picking are not changing strategy. They're not widening their base. They're not entertaining their base. Even ones that exist, it's the assumption that black people just gonna vote Democrat and black people are just gonna vote, period. And there are a lot of black people who sit they behinds at home simply because they felt there were no options, and that should not be the case. We have to have somebody in place that's going to look at every single corner of this state and be willing to ID those that are likely and least likely, and we're going to get in position, we're going to teach them, we're going to groom them, we're going to take them on that journey so that we can have the leadership that we want to see. And that's something that I want to be a part of. And to know additional historical context, this cycle we had the first black woman to ever be nominated by a major party run for U.S. Senate. And if I am elected as the new TNDP chair in January, I was the first black woman to ever hold that position.
Wow.
So there's a lot riding on that, and I'm willing to step up and do the job. And so I hope that the state executive committee sees that, and they're willing to listen and work on strategy together and be willing to broaden their base, because I'm ready to get to work.
There it is. There it is, man. You heard it, man. Theron Bond, our special guest here, man. Democratic political motivator, man. Analyst. She's running for office, man. She's doing everything, man. Listen, when you get on that national ticket, all right, and you run for Senate, vice president, whatever your aspirations are, can your boy get a job, man? Can I get a job on the Theron Bond ticket, man? What's up?
You know what?
He just want a job so he don't have to pay no taxes. Don't give him no job.
Hey man, hey, what's up, man?
You know what? I'm not gonna do anybody else. I'm not gonna do anybody else, and I think it's gonna be important to do things like this. It's important to touch all bases. Some people can be reached through TV, some people through text, some people through it's podcast. We got to be able to meet people where they are and share our message with them so we can get some wins behind Democrats.
There it is. Hey, Theron, man, listen, like I said, I've been knowing you for a long time, man. So proud of you and the woman you have become. You on the front lines. You doing your thing. I be seeing you on the news, man. Anytime there's something going on in the city, you can bet Theron Bond is probably going to be right there, front and center. And like I said, we need that. The city's rocking with you, man. We behind you. So like I said, going forward, man, we're going to definitely do this again, have you on in the future, all right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, all right? You have a great evening.
Thank you.
All right, man. That's the homie right there, man. Miss Theron Bond joining us right here on the Essential AF Podcast Show, man. I'm telling y'all, man, girl gonna be senator one day, man. I'm trying to get a job, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm trying to find a position for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Lee, what you want to do? What you want to do in her cabinet? What's up?
Nope.
I just want to help with the party. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, so we gonna throw the party. Yeah.
I'll go find some shit I did back in the past. I'm gonna fuck that party up. No. I'm good right here.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, shout out to her, man. Is she related to Julian Bond? Jake White asked. I don't think so, but I mean, I can find out. Yeah, that's a great question, though. Let's keep it moving, man. Like I said, you know, man, this weekend has been it's been something, man. You know, it almost gives like 2008 vibes. You know, when Obama won election there, man, or was elected. And like I said, it felt good, man. Like the sun has never shined as great as it did yesterday, man. We talking 80-degree temperatures. You know, like I feel like that's the Joe Biden effect already taking place. I thought the Cowboys were gonna win. They're playing Pittsburgh right now, but like we're gonna lose, take another L, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm feeling good. It's a great weekend, man. Let's keep it moving, man. Central AF Podcast Show. Lee, Brandon, Stacy. You know, so we talking Biden, we talking Kamala, and also, you know, Saturday Night Live, another great show last night. You know, Dave Chappelle was the host. Did you guys catch the Chappelle monologue?
Nope.
I watched the monologue. I watched it live because Clemson Notre Dame game ran late. But yeah, I watched it.
Do you guys remember what life was like before COVID? I do. It's a mass shooting every week. Anyone remember that? Thank God for COVID. Something had to lock these murderous whites up, keep them in the house.
My bad, Lee. I was trying to say it. I hit it by accident, man. My fault. I was gonna tee it up for you, man. My bad. I hit it by accident, bro. But yeah, but Chappelle, man, hey, I knew he was gonna kill it, but the way he did it, man, it was just so bow in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like you go. What he say? You gonna take these nigga lessons?
Take these nigga lessons. Take these nigga lessons. He was like, what did he say about? He said about women and how much they're getting paid. And he's like, that's too much. I mean, he went for the throat, and that's what you get. Kwanzaa, that man was not concerned about your comments. But no, he went for the throat. He went for the throat, and of course that's what Dave does, and it was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, man. You know, hey, I'm always tuned in to what Lee guys say, man. I'm over here y'all realize all the shit I'm doing over here, man. I'm trying to queue up videos. I'm doing everything, man. All right. I'm a one-man band over here. But Brandon, did you catch the show last night?
I didn't catch it. I didn't even know he was going to be on there. But you know what Dave remind me of? Dave remind me of that old family member. Like, they'll always tell you, look, my life made, you know, ain't nothing you can do to hurt me. You know, it's just straight out, just tell like it is, just straight raw. You know, where other people will kind of cringe about talking about those type of racial issues and stuff like that, or just going straight for the throat and just saying, hey, white people are serial killers. You know, just everybody can't do that. You know, so I think they had the right person last night. But I am gonna go back and watch it though. Man,
please do, man. Like, and you could tell, Stacy, as far as the crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like they were a little shook, you know, with some of the punchlines and the things that Dave was saying. You know, they didn't know if they should laugh or what, man. And then the guy, the curly-haired guy, the musician that's always in the background. Saturday Night Live. You saw him?
Yeah,
like, even though he had the mask on, you could tell.
He was stone-faced, though.
He was stone-faced as a mug, man. He was not rocking with Dave Chappelle at all, Stacey.
I was like, is that a damn statue? Yeah, I saw this shit.
Yeah, man. But what was your thoughts about the overall monologue? Because it went longer than I thought it was going to go. It was about 15 minutes that Dave did the opening monologue, man. What you think about it?
You know, he's like the new version of Paul Mooney. So when Paul Mooney talking, or even if David Chappelle talk, who's gonna stop him?
Right.
I'm saying so. And then David Chappelle he's funny, but Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Dave Chappelle, but as far as like crack your side passing now, he's not that kind of funny. He's more of a I'm gonna put this message in this comedy type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying to me?
Right.
But it was good. I enjoyed that one that they did with Angel Mama and
that was hilarious.
And shit, man. She was so
that was hilarious.
Look, America.
Oh,
look at Davidson's lips.
Yeah, that part right there. That part right there.
Man, yeah, Ancient Mama. You had Uncle Ben. How you gonna do the All-State dude like that, man?
That nigga had some kind of voice dope thing going on to make his voice extra deep.
For real, man. How you gonna do my man like that, though?
Yeah, that was good, though.
I think, though, like with Chappelle's opening monologue, I mean, you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah.
He said when he was talking about, like, and that's one of the, like Stacey said, one of the great things about his comedy is the buildup. He started talking about his great grandfather, and then he led into a joke about how Chappelle's show is on Netflix and HBO Max, and then he said something like, I've been sold more times than my grandfather.
Yeah.
That is a triggering thing to say, but it was still fucking funny.
Right.
Like, I was like, ooh, but I was laughing. It was just like, that's what you get with him. And I think that was appropriate for what we needed right now with the victory with Biden and Harris. Like, we needed somebody to just be like, okay, you about to hear some shit. And that was definitely better than what he did 4 years ago when Trump got elected.
Right.
So I think that it was just vintage stuff.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was actually about to say it also, Lee, as far as how the tone of his opening monologue was way different than it was 4 years ago when Trump was elected, because the mood, of the country at the time was very somber. But Dave caught a lot of flack. He caught some criticism for that monologue 4 years ago because it almost came off like he was a Trump not supporter, but he wanted to give Trump a chance.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That was the thing that he just shouldn't have said. He was like, "I'm gonna give him a chance," and it was like,
yeah. I remember, I cringed a little bit when he said that because I knew what we were in for 4 years ago. I already knew. Trump, they was knew how it was going to be. You know what I'm saying? But Chappelle wanted to be an optimist, and but I think after 4 years, and and you saw last night, like Chappelle bought it, man. I was very happy with everything that the way it came across, and the fact that it was hilarious, and it also made people uncomfortable, and that's what we have to do. We have to make people uncomfortable to be empathetic to what's going on in the country, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole general consensus of the election and everything, man. Let's have those uncomfortable conversations that can lead to possible change. All right, that's all we want.
And the people have been speaking, because I know a majority of what we've been talking about is just the election with Biden and Harris, but we have to talk about what happened in Georgia, and shout out to Stacey Abrams, who is a queen above queens for what she did. But let's also talk about, and I can't remember their names right now, but the folks that did get the booty to the polls. Because if you look at what happened in Georgia, they've changed out so many DAs, so many racist DAs, and got some people that possibly can start helping folks when it comes to getting arrested and all that other thing. But that, I think, outside of Stacey Abrams, is contributed to get your booty to the poll, and the message about changing the DAs, changing the sheriffs in that area. Let's talk about what happened in Oregon. Oregon decriminalized drugs, like all that shit, and that is something that 5 years from now we're gonna have to, when this show is in its 5-6 year anniversary and all that stuff, and we all rich and famous and amazing, when we talk about 5 years from now with Oregon decriminalizing drugs, how is that going to look? So it's not just about voting for president, vice president. It is about all of the things that have happened, all of the ballots, all of the, DAs, assistant DAs, sheriffs, all of these different things. Mississippi got medical weed. So we got Mississippi over here got medical weed. Arkansas over here got medical weed. Florida over there got medical weed. I mean, that's the power of voting too.
Hey, absolutely. And right, man, Lee, you teeing it up, man. You on point with everything you're saying tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're starting to see, realness of change, man. People voicing their opinion, and you're seeing things start to change a little bit as far as the way that Biden was able to flip, states that Clinton lost in 2016. Biden was able to flip, those states, man. He was able to win Michigan. He was able to win Wisconsin. He's able to win Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Arizona. You know what I'm saying? That's just the people speaking out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think overall, man, people are decent. You know what I'm saying? Overall, majority of people are decent. You got your few, you know what I'm saying, that, don't mean shit, it ain't about shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's, at the end of the day, man, we all have common goals. You know what I'm saying? We want to raise our families, and we want great jobs. You know what I'm saying? We just want to live, man. And I think, I saw yesterday, man, that gives me hope for, it gives me optimism, man, that we might be on to something. No, we ain't there. We ain't there right now. But, in my, my kids, my grandkids, generation and future, man, like I feel somewhat hopeful, Brandon. What about you?
I think so. I think the United States is basically evolving to what it's meant to be, and that's free. But I think it's kind of crazy that Oregon decriminalized drugs, though. But I mean, my thing is, if you don't do drugs, it shouldn't really affect you. I mean, but if a motherfucker want to eat dirt, what's stopping you from letting them eat dirt? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I mean, the only reason why I would think that it's actually a bad idea, because you don't want to go to a party and say, hey, man, I put some cocaine in the damn punch, man, and then you don't drink that shit, and then you fucked up, It's just the same thing as when somebody say, oh, that used to be a decent guy until somebody slipped some of this drink, and now you fucked up. But I mean, again, that America is the land of the free. So, I mean,
absolutely, man.
With the millennials coming up and everything, the millennials are free thinkers. They get a lot of bad flack, but these people are our future, and they are getting a lot of flack because they want things to basically turn around. So,
what's up?
The turnarounds that we're seeing right now, I think it's basically them. You know what I'm saying? So. The children are our future. Yay!
I believe the children are our future.
Hey.
Absolutely, man. Stacey, I know it's fucking kids for life, but even you know what I'm saying, seeing what happened in Oregon, right? The decriminalization of, of drugs as far as cocaine, and all the, heavy stuff out there in Oregon, to the weed here in Mississippi now, legalization of that. You know what I'm saying? With that, if you were living in Oregon and Mississippi, that would definitely brought you to the polls, right?
Well, probably. Electoral college and them, they still, them niggas.
Yeah. So have you already booked your flight, for Oregon? What's up?
I ain't got to go to Oregon to smoke no damn weed. Shit.
I'm talking about the other stuff. Now, I ain't saying you doing coke or crack or nothing like that. I'm talking about the shrooms, acid. What's up?
I ain't got to go to Oregon for that.
Oh, excuse me, my bad. My fault.
You ain't got to go nowhere else to get none of that shit. No. You go right up to R&S gas station right around the corner from me right now.
They got some shrooms up there.
Probably do. Hey,
we just trying not to get caught.
Hey, many folks be standing around there. You ain't no telling what you can get. You probably can get a shrimp over there too.
No, I'm cool.
One stop shop.
I guess if a nigga doing drugs and shit, that's their business. You know what I'm saying? Right. What a nigga do in their house, that's their business. They ain't in there chopping up bodies. Then they getting high. They business. I grew up in the house with 2 crackheads. I did, both parents, and I turned out amazing, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm great, bro.
That's my girl.
Yeah, them folks, people do what they do. My mama won't walk in the streets. That nigga went to work every day to get that shit. You hear me? So, people do what they do.
I know it's real. They
got off, but
yeah,
they was on most of my life.
I know it's real.
You know what I'm saying? It can be rough. All depends.
Right.
But I mean, shit.
Dig that. Now you turned out amazing, but a child that I wish his mama would have swallowed him Donald J. Trump. All right. We've gone the whole show and we have not talked about how the hell is this man going to leave office. All right. You know, he's already, got the litigation out there. He want to sue everybody, man. He want to stop the count in the states that he was winning, up to a certain point this week. And he wanted to investigate the states where he was losing, man. All right. January 20th at 12 o'clock. Joe Biden is to be January 20th, 2021 at 12 o'clock. Joe Biden, the 46th president, is to be sworn in as our new president. That's the official time and date that he is supposed to move into the White House. Do y'all believe that Trump will leave the White House willingly?
He don't have to.
He don't say that.
Like, that's just the thing, he gonna go and do his little litigation, whatever, and put in his lawsuits. But by December, from what I've seen on TV, by December 14th, if everything is straight up, because the only state that is going to do a recount, an official recount, is Georgia. So we're not going to get that result until January. But even without Georgia, it doesn't matter. Everything else is pointing Biden. So, I mean, by December 14th, he's going to have to, because it's going to be official, and he can say all the shit he want to say. But in the end, he gonna have to get out. He gonna have to call Tyrone, but he can't use my phone.
Hey man, somebody put the meme out there. He gonna be using 2 men in a truck to move this shit, man. Have y'all ever used 2 men in a truck?
No, I
when you smileys, they local and they black. They fine.
Yeah, man. But Brandon, man, you think at this point, like they're gonna have to drag him up out of there kicking and screaming, man. Like, because no president wants to go out as a one-term president, right? It rarely happens when you look back at the history throughout the U.S., man, as far as being a one-term president. The last one we had was George Bush Sr. back in '92 when he lost to Clinton, right? So it rarely ever happens. But like when you looked at it as a one-term president, that means you suck. You were horrible, man. You were not a good president, Brandon.
Something didn't click.
Right, exactly, man. So what do you think is going to happen, man, at the end of the day when it comes to Trump?
I mean, really, what can we say about Trump? I mean, we've already seen the dumb shit he did. I don't think he's going to leave kicking and screaming, but I mean, there's going to be some shit. I mean, I don't think going to be no violence or nothing like that. But this is what I do think. I do think that the people who was all for him is going to be the ones going to be trying to pop off some shit. Going to be going to Washington, D.C. and trying to block off the gate and shit like that. So I don't think it would be necessarily him, but I think it would be his supporters that's going to be the ones who won't actually, start some shit. A lot of people said, like what Jake said that people going to go back to hiding. They're not going to go back to hiding because it's like evolution. They already out. So the mask going to stay off, in the racist comments and racist things we see on video on Facebook and stuff like that. It's going to continue because we had this racist in power for 4 years. Why would you go back into hiding? You're going to stay out, and they already don't want Biden in there. So I think is that his supporters, they on standby, like he said, and they're going to be ready to do their thing when it's time for him to leave. So.
Do you agree with that also, Stacey? As far as his supporters, being called into action, saying if Trump gets signal.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do something whether he hit a signal or not, though. They probably gonna do their thing, but I mean, shit, man, that's what the fuck they do, though. My thing is, and I already said that, I just rather see you coming than not. We ain't doing nothing but changing slave masters. That's why I'm not excited.
Right.
I mean, even with Obama, he was black, but that nigga booty was tight. He ain't want to do none of this shit.
He couldn't do shit.
Right.
If we could really, man, one of these days we're gonna have a real breakdown of Obama's presidency. What was he gonna be able to do? He was lucky to get the Affordable Health Care Act through.
So here's my thing. So okay, I'm gonna use Trump as an example. He did a lot of shit just off the fly. A lot of that shit didn't make sense. He ain't go fuck what nobody thought. That's my thing. That's the part I liked about him. That he ain't gonna fuck what you thought, right or wrong.
You know why?
That's what I wish that's how Obama was. I mean, why you so fucking shaky? You the president. Just try it anyway. Try it.
When you the first black president, you can't do shit. All right. When you the first,
You're not gonna tell me that though. You can't tell me you can't do it.
That's why Obama was our first black president. But to your point, Stacey, Donald Trump was the first nigger president we ever had.
I don't care nothing about what you're talking about.
He was a true nigga in every sense of the word, man. Donald Trump was the first nigga president we ever had, man.
How you know if you can do something if you don't try to do something?
When you the first, even Chappelle said you don't want to be the first black dude to do anything. That shit ain't gonna work. That's why it was such a blessing for him to get that act through.
How you know you can do something you don't try it? How you know you can do something you don't try?
Look, Stacey, I think I agree with you in some senses, you know. And again, I think what Jonathan said, we should really look back on it, because I think there was definitely that his first term, when he had control of the House and the Senate, that was the opportunity to just really do some shit. And I don't think that he did enough. You know what I mean? So I get what Stacey's saying.
Okay,
Really,
it's that little fear. It's like motherfucker be scared to just say something, whether it's for himself, whether it's for someone else. It's just too much goddamn fear, and I can't do nothing. Why the fuck you can't? Just do it. Just try it. Just try to do that shit. For example, like with police brutality, I ain't really expecting nobody to really do that, but that nigga ain't trying to do nothing with that shit. Like none of them did. I mean, what are you really doing? Locking more folks up? I mean, that's the part I'm talking about. Those little things that matter. I ain't finna talk about no reparations, because ain't nobody finna do that. But just things like that, like things that make fucking sense. I don't see that. So that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, all right. Shout out to Daryl, man. Shout out to everybody that's commenting right now. What's up, Constance, Justin, Lala, everybody chiming in, man. And Daryl's right, man. Man, Obama wouldn't even have. He would have had 2 years. They would have found a way to get Obama out. Really, after one term, if he would have gone into it the way that Trump went into it, you know what I'm saying?
See, Obama got a little bit more sense. So
exactly.
What I'm saying is, with him having more sense, and him being a little, and I feel like by him having more sense, he should have been able to stand 10 toes, grab your balls, and identify yourself. Be a fucking man sometimes. Start worried about what the motherfucking Senate or the council, all them folk gonna say. Bring it to the forefront anyway. They may shoot it down, but he wasn't talking about shit. Like none of them.
That's right. It's a balancing act. It's a bipartisan balancing act. You have to play both sides.
Hey man, right. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about what the rules are. Break the fucking rules, nigga. I work in customer relations. I break rules. Break the fucking rule. What they gonna do? Lock you up? Just try it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. He did what, and like I said, and to your point, that's why Trump was the first nigga president. Because everything that you wanted Obama to do, Trump did that shit. You know, he didn't give a fuck.
Trump didn't do nothing that Obama wanted to do.
No, what I'm saying as far as what Stacey's saying as far as kind of like that Pimp C mentality. Fuck how you feel. I'm gonna say what I say. I'm gonna do what I do. That's what Trump basically did.
That is a power that is afforded to a fucking white man. So that's the difference. That's the difference.
But my thing is, it is if you make it that. But so you feel like that a white man has more power than you? I mean, yes, they do in regards to how things are set up. But nigga, just say that shit anyway.
In America, it is.
They gonna whoop you. You gonna go up to the what's gonna happen?
Like, Stacey, it's only a few black people that's gonna have the mentality of like Harriet Tubman or Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey. You know, and then you got the slave niggas that's back there in the back with this.
Yeah, I only see slave masters. Yeah, I don't think slaves to me.
But it's gonna be hard to get Mayor Harrington president.
That nigga didn't give a fuck.
That's a great comparison. That's a great analogy right there.
That shit worked in Memphis. because of our culture and how we are.
Exactly.
But when you're dealing with the masses and the entire United States, it's kind of hard to do that. But I do see where Stacey coming from, and we do need that. Eventually, that person that's just gonna go in and go straight hard. But then at the same time, he does need that backup from his cabinet, the House and the Senate too, to help with whatever he's trying to accomplish at the same time.
Yeah, a nigga needs a backbone. That's all I'm saying.
Let's just say like you go to, let's use East Side High on Lean On Me. All right. Okay, so the teachers at the beginning, right? They wanted to help them students, right? They couldn't do shit because the principal was like, hell no, you ain't gonna do that shit. That's the Senate people right there. Until Joe Clark brought his ass up in there, he changed everything, and then all the teachers was on board after that, right? That's what's gonna have to happen in order for us to have a president that's gonna do what we want and won't change that we want. So that's the only thing I can think of.
It just seems like a lot of yes. I'm so happy, Master. It just seems so. I swear, y'all, I can't get with it. But I'm gonna say this: when Obama, when he was elected president, I did feel something then. I did feel, oh shit, a nigga done got him something. I can't lie.
Right.
But outside of yesterday, I felt just like I did with Trump, just like I did when Lil Bush, Big Bush. I felt the same fucking way. I mean. Like we, Master, the new Master in the house. Oh, that's just what it's. Every time I see it, I be like, so y'all just gonna keep booking it? Oh, okay, so what happened? What you gonna get with Master?
Hey, you ain't want to jump and do the election slide like they would? They was
getting it. Philadelphia, Atlanta, Detroit, everybody was hitting that job, man. They were doing the wobble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They was hitting it, man.
Hey, hit it off and everything.
Yeah. Man. But hey, Brandon, you came through, man, with the scenarios and the analogy this week. Yeah, you lost us last week with the toilet paper. All right, we didn't know where you was going with the toilet paper last week, but this week you on point, man. You on point this week, bro.
I ain't gotta say nothing for the next. I'm gonna show a picture. Hey, can I share will I be able to share my screen?
Hey man, but and Daryl, hey man, you reading my mind, dog. Basically that's what it was. Like when you the first, you have to kind of open that pathway. You gotta lay that foundation. So hopefully the next black president, Stacey, can kind of have that Joe Clark, you know what I'm saying, Pimp C attitude, like, hey, this is what we gonna do, this is what I say, that Willie Harrington, you get the hell out of my office type attitude. But somebody has to go through that door first and has to kind of, you know what I'm saying, play both sides in a way. And that's what happened with Obama.
That second term he could have. The first 4 years I can see him kind of trying to feel his way through. But that second term, nigga, I would have been slapping bitches on the forehead with my dick if I was the motherfucking president, baby. You hear me? Shit. No more student loans. Who got something to say? I'm telling you, man. I mean, what can they do? We got 4 more years. By the time they impeach the nigga, it's over.
Because Trump put up a lot of money.
That's what he should have done his first 4 years. See, his second 4 years, he lost control of the Senate, and that was why he was so restricted. That's where I think I agree.
No way, huh?
I agree with Stacey. He had control of the House and the Senate his first 4 years. Obviously he had to fix the bullshit that Bush did. And he should have been like, okay, I fixed the shit with the banks. Oh, by the way, no more student loans. What you gonna do? But then that 4 years, that's when it was just like, damn, I ain't got control of the Senate.
Right.
I can't really do shit.
He did kill Bin Laden. Let's not forget that. All right.
My thing is they take more student loans. What about the people who going to school next year? They ain't gonna have student loans either, or it's just the people who are already grandfathered in with the student loans, and then they gonna, just kill their shit.
I think, I don't give a fuck about them. I care about my shit.
Right. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Look, again, Biden, Harris, and all of them got to talk to Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders got the plan to tax them Wall Street motherfuckers and get the student loans taken care of. Everybody else, sorry. So,
hey, man. Like I said, man, hey, Joe Biden, I need them student loans eliminated by Monday because, hey, University of Phoenix, they on my ass, man. University of Phoenix is calling me every day. Shit. They talking about they want their money, man. So, hey, we need some action on them student loans, man, for real.
Yeah, man. But they ain't big business when they ain't getting paid. That shit stay on the firm.
I'm telling you, man.
I ain't paying any bubble gum. $5 a month, nigga.
Man. Hey, man, it's been a real live debate, man. This has been good.
They stopped calling.
That's because I made this motherfucker hot. Y'all want to love everybody. I like to hate people sometimes.
Hey, man.
Y'all leaving me on this motherfucker.
If you got hate in your heart, lay it out.
Y'all love everybody. I hate some people sometimes. I don't mind voicing that shit. I ain't scared, goddammit.
Hey, sometimes you gotta mix that love with that hate, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what Radio Raheem said, man. You know? You know what I'm talking about? For real. Radio Raheem, man. But yeah, man, we got a few more minutes left of the show, man. It's 7:03, man. Kwanzaa said it's like watching CNBC Uncut right now.
Well, y'all need a little flair because y'all too loving this motherfucker. Malcolm, he gonna win every time.
I'm an optimist right now, man. You know, I'm just, you know, I'm truly optimistic about the future of this country right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
The moment. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about the whole master thing, and maybe that is it. But I'm definitely in the moment type person. Like I said, I don't get emotional.
Right.
But that was a very good moment. But at the same time, you know, that was yesterday. This is today. Tomorrow, I still got to wake up and teach.
True.
Some fucking kids online, and
right.
I have to do.
And speaking of that,
long road ahead.
Right.
But the moment I compare what happened last night to what I felt in 2008 with Obama. But at the same time, like, you know, I got snapped. I remember with Obama, I got snapped right back into reality because the job I had at the time, some white motherfucker came up to me and was like, how long is it going to take Obama to fix this shit? And I was like, really, bitch? So that snapped me back to reality, and I just kept it moving.
Yeah.
Like,
and speaking of teaching, Lee, Constance, she was asking, are you going to be heading back into the school, into the building next semester? No. I think that answered your question right there, Constance. All right.
I don't blame you.
I hope that answered your question. But yeah, man. All right, it's 7:05, man. I guess I gotta pay y'all overtime again, but it's been worth it, man. If there was one song, right, one heartbreak song that Trump listened to when he got the news that Joe Biden reached 270, man. What you think that song was that Trump listened to, man?
Gone by NSYNC.
Gone by NSYNC. What you got, Lee?
I don't know, because he probably a country listening motherfucker. So I'm just gonna go with the song that everybody loves to play right now, and it is "You About to Lose Your Job."
You about to lose your job. Hey, you about to lose. Yeah, what song on your playlist would you pick for us, Stacey?
None, honey. Shit, I don't care about that nigga. I thought you gonna ask her about us. I don't give a damn about what song that orange head nigga listening to.
Right, nigga, work with me. Shit. All right, the one song I would pick for him, man, it'd be "Tears of a Clown." Smokey Robinson, man. When there's nobody around, you hear me? Because you know that clown, you know he was crying some tears, man, the other day. He just knew he's about to get reelected, man. 4 more years, man. But that was, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, you know, shout out to everybody, man. The over 150 million people came out, man, and voted, man. Mail-in votes, absentee, folks that went to the polls. You know, man, like I said, it's
glorious electoral college.
You know, the college, the college came through for us, man. The electoral college came through for us this time, Stacey. For sure, man. Essential AF podcast show. We got a few minutes, man. That was a question of the show that we put out there earlier this week. You know, as far as what was the first song, your first heartbreak song, that song you listened to that got you through that emotional period of your life when you went through your first heartbreak. That girl, that guy, you know what I'm saying, that just, you know, made you feel all misty blue, man. You know, we all put our replies out there, our stories. You know what I'm saying? Lee, you said your first song. What was it?
It was Sade, "Is It a Crime?"
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I laughed. I laughed at your reply, bro.
Did you play it on repeat?
I'm so sorry.
Hell yeah, it was on repeat.
It was the GIF. It was the GIF for me, man. That's what did it, man. Because Sade was looking sad. She was looking sad as hell in that GIF, man.
And I was able to go see her live. So Sade holds a special place in my heart. But yeah, Sade Is It a Crime? Amazing song.
For sure. Brandon, what was yours, man?
I thought about this song concerts.
I don't know what mine was. It was an R. Kelly song. What song was it?
La 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 la.
It wasn't that one. Shit, I don't remember. I don't remember. Let's just go ahead and make it tear the club up now. Shit, tear the club up.
Yeah. Stacy, what was yours?
Stacy.
PM Dawn.
PM Dawn, yeah. Die Without You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stacy too busy breaking hearts.
What's so crazy? Never mind.
See, she ain't gonna say nothing. She gonna talk about the time.
That was like 1992 though. I was sad in a motherfucker.
Is it my turn?
Right.
Yeah, how it go?
That's it.
Tell you I love you there now. Yeah. You know what movie always makes me think about that song? Boomerang.
Yeah.
Remember they played that in Boomerang, man? Yeah, man.
Good ass soundtrack.
Man, we need to do a show about that, man. What's the best soundtrack, of all time, man?
Well, it's not a soundtrack, but the junk that Jay-Z did, American Gangster, honey. That's a
soundtrack.
Waiting to Exhale is probably gonna be a lot of people.
I like that one too, Lynn.
Waiting to Exhale is probably one of the best ones. I mean, that
was really good.
Hey, don't sleep on that Soul Food soundtrack also.
Oh yeah,
that Soul Food soundtrack was a monster, man. Drew Hill.
Oh,
we
and
don't even talk. No.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
come on.
Soundtrack. It had to have two discs.
Above the Rim soundtrack.
Above the Rim, yeah.
Dead Presidents had to have two discs.
Oh yeah, Dead Presidents. Amazing.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay. Jay becoming one of my new favorite viewers, man. That man been tuned in, commenting all throughout the show. He said Pulp Fiction. That's what's up.
Yeah, they had
we've been down since high school. Jake White.
Oh, that's your man's? Okay. All right, man. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Jake, man.
He a Notre Dame fan, but ain't nobody perfect in this world.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jake, man. Jake stay far, man.
I had to say that shit. I had to say that on him.
For sure, man. But yeah, real quick before we do our unpopular opinions, man, before we get up out of here, my heartbreak song was Boys to Men. Boys to Men, I'm Doing Just Fine. That was my heartbreak song back in high school, man. My senior year of high school, bro. That girl broke my heart, B. She broke my heart, yo. Like, man, I'm supposed to go to prom with her, man. Her mama didn't like me, you know what I'm saying? Because, But, yeah, man. Yeah. But I saw a picture of her, man, so I'm good now. I saw a picture of her recently. That's great.
You dodged a bullet.
Man, what you said? For real, man. I am good now, man.
Yes, sir.
Ugly ass. But
that's how you do it. That's how they do us.
Yeah, man.
Y'all get mad and be like,
yeah. Ugly ass. Yeah. But yeah, man. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Unpopular opinion, our final take coming up here. Our 2 minutes to talk about whatever we want to talk about. But before we do it, we got to shout out the homie, man. Our sponsor, Candy Sparkles, man. Shout out to Chiquita, our official sponsor here of the Essential AF podcast show, man. Candy Sparkles Craft World. You can go to her website right now, www.candysparkles.com. She's located over there on 6172 Macon Road, right here in Memphis, man. Man, Stacy, like I said, you are a big supporter of Candy Sparkles, man. Man, tell the people about some of the things that they can purchase up at Candy Sparkles.
Damn, I should have showed y'all my Donna Rouse shirt. She just did for me. That's just fat. I love Donna. She put bling on shoes, shirts, whatever you want. Laptop bags, pictures. She finna bling out the drink machine that's in her store. It's a big, just a regular big refrigerator. She finna bling that motherfucker out.
Man, she cold.
She cold out. When you wash it, it don't. My shirt been faded now. I done had about 4 years, but my bling still on there. My shirt gray as a son bitch. It was black, but that bling is still on there. She cold though, and she's real.
She cold, man. Like I said,
if I plug somebody, they straight.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
plug you because I like you. If your product fucked up, I'm not gonna say nothing about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Shirts that she made for you were so great.
Oh yeah,
No lives matter and just the tip. Loved it.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, man.
Some.
Candy
Yeah.
Sparkles, man. T-shirts, custom designs, arts and crafts. She has a paint room. You know what I'm saying? She's going to have a paint and sip night coming up. Man, like, man, pretty much anything you can think of, she can do right there in the store for you, man. All custom designs, arts, graphics. Man, Candy Sparkles, man. Craft World, official sponsor of the Essential AF podcast show. All right, y'all. Unpopular opinion. Let's go, Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, obviously I wasn't here last week because I was in Kansas, but I gotta say this, and I'm glad my boy Jake is here because I know he's gonna love this. Shout out, you know, rest in peace to Sean Connery, passed away, you know, iconic actor and all of that stuff, but unfortunately he happened to be not the best James Bond ever in the history of James Bond. That title actually belongs to Roger motherfucking Moore. Roger Moore was the best James Bond in all of the James Bond. And I'm sick and tired of people on Entertainment Weekly and all of these different sites talking about how Sean Connery was the iconic James Bond. It was Roger Moore. And I'll give you 2 reasons why. The first reason that Roger Moore was the best James Bond because he had the first credited sex scene with a black woman, Gloria Hendry. And the second is that he had sex with Grace Jones. That was Roger Moore. That was not Sean Connery. Fuck Sean Connery, rest in peace. He was not the best James Bond. It was Roger Moore. Talk to your mama.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Lee, you been having some strong opinions, man, some strong takes tonight. I didn't know you felt that way about Sean Connery, man.
I think he was a great actor, but he wasn't the best Bond. It was Roger Moore.
Yeah. Okay. There it is, man. All right. That's how Lee feel about it.
He was just a handsome nigga. He just looked better than them other ones.
All right. What's up, Brandon? What you got, man?
All I want to say is this. Chitlins is not food, it's doo-doo. Y'all see that on my screen?
No.
Damn, my sharing screen don't work then.
Yeah.
But anyway.
How the hell you gonna share the screen? I'm the
You gotta share the screen right there. Check it out. You don't see that shit?
No, man. I'm the host. I'm the one that's controlling everything. You can't share the screen. How you gonna share it?
Watch this. Hold on.
This man here.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Damn.
They continue on with the chitlins and doo-doo. Like, go with that, man.
Hold on. You see it now?
No. Nobody can see it.
This what he want to do for his unpopular opinion. He want
to. You were so strong tonight, man. You hitting on so many points. You lost 5,000 points, man. Go ahead.
Hey, I ain't lose 5,000 points. Black people start eating them ugly ass, nasty, stinky ass chitlins, man. That shit ain't food. Shit. That's my unpopular opinion. I don't eat that shit, and I never will. I don't see how y'all still eat that slave ass food anyway.
It go along with the slave dance they doing for these.
Damn, I wish I could have saved I share my damn screen, man. Hold on.
Chitlins and presidents, baby. It go hand in hand.
Hey, Trump done took over the damn podcast and shit. Won't let me share my shit.
Candace Owens got your ass.
Remember Candace?
Yeah, Candace Owens. Yeah. Stacey, what's up?
You gonna have you gonna come for Candace?
I ain't got too much.
JC?
I think I got nothing. What you say?
We talk about her next week. Go ahead, Stacey.
Hold on.
You trying to share your screen group?
No. I was saying I don't have none. I don't have none.
Man, you always got something, man. You always got the book.
Man, I ain't got nothing, man.
You working on part 2, Memoirs of a Fan, part 2 coming out real soon. You know what I'm saying? You got that. You know, you got your tarot cards.
Yeah, I've been shaking them up. I'm trying to bond with this deck. That's why I pulled them out, because I hadn't really been fucking with them, but I got a new deck. I'm trying to bond with these cards before I start shaking them up to peoples.
There it is. There it is right there. That's how you get in contact with her, man. Text her to contact Stacey for a tarot reading, man. Everybody be hitting Stacey up, man. Man, I'm talking everybody in the city, man. I think Penny Hardaway hit her up. Willie Harrington texted for a reading, man. Like everybody in the city, man.
Man, they be sneaking and calling and shit. It be all kinds of folks. And I find out who it be when I get their cash app, they picture and shit be on there. Yeah. I be like, oh, okay. Ain't lying. I'm gonna run a little $19 sale when I get back next week.
There it is, man. So holler up for your tarot cards. Holler up for man, the book, Memoirs of a Fatty, like everything. Stacey popping out here.
Book. Wait a minute, let me tell you something. That second book gonna be nasty as a motherfucker. It's Memoirs of a Fatty 2, but the subtitle is The Juicy One.
Oh.
We got one.
Yes, the juicy.
You gonna have these folks right off their chair.
The first one was, just to kind of see if y'all like it. This one right here, real nasty.
Okay. All right. You know what? A final take, unpopular opinion just popped in my head, Stacey. I just thought about something. All right.
Get it.
Are you free yet on Facebook? Have they freed you?
I don't think so.
Let's check it out. Check it out, man. Cause that's where I'm going, man. With my unpopular opinion.
On Facebook?
Yeah. Facebook, how dare you?
You can
How dare you, Facebook, lock up my friend Stacey Camille Twa, okay? If you would have watched the full 15 seconds of that video, all right. Now, when I woke up early that morning, all right, and I saw something on my stories, okay, and I'm trying, wipe the wipe the coal out of my eye, the crust and everything. I wake up early. I'm getting ready for work, and I see something on her stories, and I click on it, and I'm like, what the hell is this? What am I watching? You know what I'm saying? Because I've never seen such things, with my virgin eyes. So
have I either.
Right. So after I'm watching it, I see some teeth, and I'm like, okay, why I got teeth though? And then when the camera pans out, you can see it was a dog's mouth. So whoever flagged that on Facebook, shame on you. Okay?
You whack.
Shame on you for censoring Stacey and her artistic expression. You knew Stacey had enough sense that she wasn't gonna post a whole vagina on her Facebook stories. You knew she wasn't gonna do that Facebook. Have faith. Have faith in Stacey, okay? And know that she has enough sense not to post that ever again. Okay, she know better. Well, I got ran up for a moment, Stacey. I'm sorry.
So yeah, see, one time, that video that was in there. So somebody had hit me up. Danielle, she ain't even watching the show though. I'm sure she ain't. But Danielle hit me up. She said, "Girl, I got nervous. I thought it was like that time when you had uploaded your pussy to Facebook that time. I was with old boy then. You hear me? That nigga called me, your pussy on Facebook. Nigga got a list. Your pussy on." I was like, shit. And Petrol saw it, man. Everybody at work. My nails were so pretty holding it open though. And I was trying to put it in some free group. I don't do that shit no more. I'm so glad I grew out of that, God.
Facebook didn't lock you up for that?
No.
Ain't that some shit?
A few people saw, they liked it. It was so pretty. It probably look like they no more. That's sad. Man, I had a whole boyfriend, man. I ain't had but 3 in my life. Well, 4. The other one died. Child, that pussy was sitting on there, honey. But this time, it wasn't even no pussy.
It was a dog. It was a canine. It was a canine's mouth. Teeth. It was some teeth.
And then some of the niggas like I ain't trying to put y'all on blame, but the niggas, look, let me tell you something. Show Drake the video, because he asked about show Drake
the video, Lee.
Man,
so he know what's going on in these streets,
I'm gonna share it with you, Jake.
The dudes was hitting me up. I'm like, y'all didn't finish watching the video. Oh, you gonna show your pussy on her? I've been trying to get it. Man, look at the video, man. I ain't giving up. No, I don't want no more new. I'm straight. I'm good.
So in saying all that, you're free now, right? Are you still locked up?
I'm free now, but I put the pussy under a comment. They didn't get the pussy, the fake pussy. They didn't get it in my story. They got the fake pussy under the comment. I wish y'all could see y'all.
It is lit.
Somebody said, "Oh, your nails pretty." It was a girl. She said, "Your nails pretty," and the thing was doing this. Them ain't none of my nails. My nails gorgeous. Them nails were just pretty. Shit, my nails look amazing.
Hey man, but hey, you know the city came out to support you, Stacey. You know we went to 201 Poplar. We had the protest. Unfair. You know what I'm saying? We were out there. You know what I'm saying? No Facebook justice, no peace. That's what we were yelling.
That wasn't even. I might well put a puss on there.
Might as well.
I
mean, if you don't get locked up,
get locked up for the whole weekend.
Yeah, man.
You got
put the crotch on the screen.
People with DUI charges get out faster than you did. Yeah,
man, ain't gonna do me like that. First of all, that thing, when I first saw it, I was like, "Who rubbing they cooch like this?" And I saw them teeth. I said, "Oh, she must be an old lady." I said, "Oh, it's a dog."
Hey, that's a true definition of the whoop pussy, man. It's that whoop pussy right there with them teeth in
it.
Hey,
man.
Them teeth eat crunching, munching, and dog biscuits and shit.
Them just go, whoa.
Hey, y'all. That'll do it, man. That's gonna do it, man. This has been interesting. This has been a great show. We have covered a little bit of everything on this show. We have gone from the election to canine pussy. That's where we at, right?
I'll tell you about it later.
Dog biscuit teeth. That's where we at now, right?
Like on Thriller. I'm like, I'm not like other pussies. The teeth like we out, man. Hey, we out of here, man. It's been a great show.
Wait a minute, look. Let me tell you something.
What you got?
I had a tooth on mine one time. I'm not gonna lie.
John didn't like, hey, you ain't happen to see my tooth in there, did you?
No, I'm gonna tell you something. It was a little mole or something. I'm just telling you, it was a skin tag when I found out. So I went to the doctor, dermatologist. I said, "Hey man, my pussy growing teeth." He was like, "What?" I said, "Look at it. It looks a little white or something on it, ain't it?" He said, "It's not white, ma'am. It's a skin tag." I said, "Well, can somebody bite it off or something? Because this thing ain't no business."
Wait, did you expect him to be like, hold on. Yes, ma'am, we gon'.
I told him, I said, "Hey," my nigga in the lobby, he can come in here and bite it off. Y'all can't get it like they couldn't find it. I can't find it.
Yeah, that was on your insurance, though.
But anyway, it wasn't no tooth. But when I saw the dog's mouth, I said, "I had a tooth on, man."
We want to thank everybody for watching tonight. You know, Facebook may flag our show. We may not be on there next week. We may be locked up
in
Facebook jail after this. So we want to thank everybody. We want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. All right, we may be back next week. We may not. You know, Mark Zuckerberg. You know, I'm pretty sure he's already hitting my phone up right now, man. I'm gonna be on a conference call with him after this show, man. But shout out to our special guest, Miss Theron Bond, and yes, Jake, that is her cousin. Julian Bond is her cousin, man. She hit me up and responded to your question. Our special guest, man, political motivator, activist, analyst, Theron Bond joined us, man. Y'all keep an eye out for that girl, man. Next 5 or 10 years, man, she is destined for big things in the Democratic Party, man. And you got to know her. You got to know her first right here on the Essential AF podcast show, man. For my guy, Lee, the teacher Johnson, for the homie, Brandon Steele, for my girl, my homie, man. Give us free. Stacey Camille Twan. I am your host, Jonathan C. Smith. And we want to remind each and every one of you guys that all of y'all are essential as fuck. And we love y'all, man. We're going to do this thing again. Same time, same place, next Sunday, man.
Shout out to Saran.
Saran, what you do? Shout out to Saran. What's happening? What's up, Saran?
My Sagittarius.
All right,
y'all. Saran.
Show the video, Jonathan.
No, I'm not showing the video. You gotta get me locked up. I gotta go work. Shit.
You gotta put a note on it first that this is dog teeth. It is not a
disclaimer.
Yeah, this is dog teeth.
Shit, I got kids, man. I gotta go work, man. I can't be showing that video getting locked up right.
Simone Gray, shout out. Great people.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody in the comments, man.
There you go.
You know what?
What did you do that for?
Did you hang him up? And he just
Yes, I did. I do it again. I'll do it again. You know what? Let me show you. Let me show you what I did. Hold on.
You gonna get rid of me next?
Get your ass out. Yeah, you next.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Come on.
Bam.